Good morning, everyone. This is David with Bolivar Live. Hey, we're on Highway 124. We just came out of High Island. We talked to the gentleman with TxDOT to let us go through so that we can show you what the flooding's like on Highway 124, which is closed in both directions at the Galveston-Chambers County line on the Bolivar side, and then right outside of Stoll on the Chambers County side, the Winnie side. And so we're going to show you exactly what it looks like as we go over the Highland Bridge and down to the flooded area. Now, a lot of the farmers and ranchers are worked yesterday to get the cattle out of the pasture lands, and that's what we've been watching for some time. But we're coming over the bridge, and you can see it's not flooded right at the bridge, it's down. And we're going to go on down and show you the floodwaters, see how bad it is. And I can tell you, I can see an area already that yesterday didn't have water on the highway, and it's seeped up on the highway. Now, the bad part is we've had some morning showers going through this area. You can see the roadway's wet, and that's not going to help things any as this water runs down. And everything's running from I-10 back this direction. So hold on, and we're going to get up by White Ranch Road and that area up there and show you the flooded area and what it looks like. But first, this Bolivar Live is brought to you by The Big Store. When you're on Bolivar and you need anything, stop by The Big Store and you'll be greeted by staff with smiling faces and a staff that's eager to help you find what you're looking for. I also want to thank The Big Store for staying open when the power was out. They ran their generators. They made sure that we had gas until they ran out, and then they got it back in as soon as possible. They went to great lengths to make sure everyone had what they need for their generators and home, and to be able to live as comfortable as possible while we were without power. And so I want to thank The Big Store, the employees that made the trip down here. Some of them from Winnie can't even get here now. And so just thank them for going out of their way and staying open when a lot of businesses had to close, and gone the extra mile to make sure they had the generators and the items that we needed. So it looks like here along the road right now that this has actually come up, the water's come up. Yesterday morning, you can go back, we did a live feed about 8:30 or 9, I believe, yesterday morning from the flooded area where we're going to now. But now it looks like the water might have come up a little bit more than it had, and I know that on the area that's flooded, that water did come up more. And yesterday when we were there, we already saw 2 vehicles that didn't make it that floated. And so we're going to show you what it looks like. Right now, I don't know where they've got the road closed on the north side, up outside of Winnie, but I know as soon as you come out of High Island, as soon as you come down the hill and start in that curve, TxDOT, Texas Department of Transportation, is sitting there, and that's where they have the road closed there, strictly because a lot of times if people have trailers, you can't get turned around down here. Yesterday, several travel trailers had to back up quite a ways in order to get turned around. Now, the Bolivar Ferry, if you need to get to Bolivar, Galveston is fine. The Bolivar Ferry is open, it's running. We've got power there. A lot of the restaurants have reopened. I know Stingray, due to the fact that a lot of their employees come from Winnie and have cleanup to do and need to spend some time with family, and they're helping friends clean up from this flood event. They will be closed until Wednesday, but they will reopen Wednesday with their surf and turf special. They'll open for lunch, but they'll also be open for dinner, and their surf and turf special, only $15.95. So I know Jose's is open. I believe Ocean Grill, well, it should be open. I'm not sure about G's, but you can see here now where water yesterday, this water wasn't on the road here, and we were able to get up a lot closer to White Ranch Road. But here now at White Ranch Road, everything's flooded. And I'm going to pull up here and zoom in so that you can see down the road. A little more. But this has come down now, or come up quite a bit further down Highway 87 than it was yesterday. And so we're not even to White Ranch Road yet, and you can see water on the highway, and you can see right in front of us it starts. And for those of you that are just joining us, we're on Highway 124, probably about a mile and a half from the Highland Bridge is where the flooding starts. Yesterday we were able to get up past White Ranch Road and almost to Highway FM 1985. And that's where it really got deep quick because the road goes down a little bit there. Now we're back probably, I would say, a mile south of that, and the road's already flooded sort of like it was yesterday. But as you get closer to 1985, I can tell you that water is a lot deeper. And what's really bad is people think they can get through it, but it's the cross flow. This water's running from the east side or the right side of the camera to the west side or the left side of the camera. And once you get up closer to 1985, that current can sweep vehicles off the road. It's not pretty. There's no use of going around a barrier to try and get through whenever it endangers yourself. And if something happens, also the first responders that would have to come get you if you did stall out. And so right now we're on Highway 124, and we're about a mile from the Highland Bridge going back towards Winnie. And you can see the flooding starts here. We haven't even made it to White Ranch Road, and so the water has come up considerably since yesterday morning whenever we did our live feed on up closer to 1985. So right now Highway 124 is closed in both directions between the Highland Bridge, and it looks like TxDOT's coming down. They've gone down the road a little bit to check this and make sure there's no one down there. It's probably not deep until you get to about where you see those lights or right before that. I know yesterday at the intersection of Highway 124 and 1985, it was probably about 1.5 foot, 2 foot deep. And now I imagine we're pushing 3 to 3.5 foot easily in that area. Plus the cross flow isn't helping things any. So we wanted to give you an update. If you're trying to get to Bolivar, you're going to have to go through Galveston and across the Bolivar Ferry. Right now, that's the only way to get through onto Bolivar Peninsula. 124 is closed, and we don't want to see anyone, camera's out of focus, anyone have any damage or get in a bad situation where their vehicle floods out and it's swept off the road or anything, because you can see how deep the water is there. You can see one of the TxDOT trucks coming through it there. He probably went down to check and make sure no one had cut through any of the side roads or anything and is in danger. So anyway, we're going to head on out. We just wanted to let you know exactly what was going on this morning down here in Chambers County. Highway 124, there's still been a lot of questions. Highway 87 and 124 is flooded, and you can't pass through it. You need to go through Galveston and across the Bolivar Ferry if you need to get to Bolivar. The water's come up considerably since yesterday morning when we were here. In fact, we were about a mile down the road whenever we did our live feed yesterday morning, and at that time, by 1985 and Highway 124, it was already about 1.5 feet, 2 foot deep. So we're going to head on out. Hope y'all have a great day. We'll be back from someplace on Bolivar Peninsula. They did get the tie-in done on the water. There is not a boil of water. I know Galveston Daily News reported that we could run out of water in 30 days. Right now, that's not even a thought. We had an interview with Joe Ball yesterday that you can see on our Facebook page here yesterday evening. In fact, it's reached ungodly numbers. And so let everyone know our water's fine. We are on a restriction. And as long as everyone keeps doing like they have been, Joe Ball said, we're doing good. We are getting more water in to the peninsula than what we're using. So that's great news there. We'll keep you updated on the flooding down here in Chambers County on this end of the peninsula, or this end of Chambers County, and also the water situation all week long. As they give us information, we'll give you information, and we'll let you know when Highway 124 opens back up between Winnie, Texas and High Island. Until next time, this is David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless. And say your prayers for everyone in the flooding event in Southeast Texas. God bless, and bye-bye.